Crossing the globe, Chinese people have rarely lacked for courage or a spirit of adventure. In leaving the comfort zone of their homeland, they are finding new ways to integrate themselves in alien lands, despite sometimes still being subject to suspicion or resentment. Zheng Renwu is very successful in the cattle feed business in China. Recently, he bought the Escalante Ranch in Utah, in the western United States.
这个土地呢，上面写的 auction 就是要拍卖的意思。
3 years ago, Zheng emigrated to the United States of America with the help of Xiao Wen, an old friend from college who already lived there. Together, they bought this 22,000-acre ranch. The former classmates became business partners.
在飞机上飞过我这个农场的上空的时候，我一看，哦，我在飞机上数了半天，哦，17个圈，周围是绿河，我一数，哦，这是属于我的农场。
Zheng only grows one crop, alfalfa, for feeding cattle. Their harvest will be sent to China for sale. Alfalfa is recognized worldwide as the best cattle fodder. But in China, the limited amount of farmland must first feed people. Using the sunshine, land, and water in the U.S. to solve China's fodder shortage is Zheng's vision. The scale of the American farming industry is beyond imagination. The entire farm only requires 5 skilled people to run it. Everyone is an all-rounder. Chao Chun-hui is the only Chinese employee at the ranch. He went to college in China and then became a farmer in the U.S.
来这以后，我看到了和人家的差距。那我们有一个小朋友叫 Cyrus， 他今年是14岁。我们农场所有的工具他全部会用。我是东北农大毕业的，来这以后跟人家一比，哎呀，感觉他像30多岁的人，我跟个10几岁的孩子似的。那种思想上成熟度，他们那种自理的能力。
就我跟我老班长，我们俩联手，在中国是第一个走到世界最发达国家美国来购买农场、大规模经营农场的第一人了。
Due to the lack of forage processing facilities, Zheng works with the American alfalfa supplier, Bailey Farms International. Bailey Farms is responsible for the compression and brand packaging of Zheng's alfalfa hay before it's exported to China. This has become the top source of cattle fodder for large Chinese dairy enterprises. But recently, there have been some problems.
我们出口到中国所有的草都是打的百利的品牌。当百利在国内形成一定气候，大家都知道有百利这个公司品牌的时候，他们自己又派人到中国去成立了他们的办事处，就等于在背后绕过我们去，把他们自己的事业在中国想再开发起来。
The American company secretly went behind Zheng's back in an attempt to deal with China's dairy giants directly.
做入市场，还要是你的，但是你不要忘记。 所有规模化奶油厂不是认得你完全这个品牌呀，他认什么？张仁武这张脸。
Zheng's name is well known in China's forage industry. His contacts, accumulated over years, opened up the channels for American alfalfa to be exported to China. Zheng is angry at Bailey's betrayal of trust. Nonetheless, business must go on. And without his own processing facility, Zheng has to continue to deal with Bailey Farms.
我早就想知道他的真实想法了。
You didn't have a credit history.
对于这件事啊，我是相当生气的。伊利，他告诉我，百利直接通过刘峰来报价，比你现在给伊利供货每吨草便宜了200块钱人民币。
200 RMB or about 30.
这让人家整个伊利根本就认为百利和绿田园之间不是真正的合作关系。
We verify that.
Yeah, we can't argue that.
I guess I don't. You probably told.
This apparent double cross by the American side causes the Chinese to close ranks.
Charlie did.
The Americans risk finding themselves shut out of the market.
I don't know. I guess we should apologize if we created any problems there, but I guess, you know, obviously there's been a problem, but it wasn't done intentionally.
I understand. I'd like to keep working together. We've had a great relationship. I understand his feelings very clearly.
这个事情给大家上了一课，他非常理解目前这种状态出现是什么样的一个原因。
大家互相沟通要好一点点。
没关系，只要是说咱们把双方的共同利益点找见。我的眼光是看到未来的长远，怎么样在中国草业上我们要占有自己的位置啊。
We just need to hear from you what we should or shouldn't do to get in the way.
如果你们认可刚才我说的那个说法，好了，现在咱们要做的什么事情呢？赶快去到中国的称之为草都的阿鲁克尔金旗建加工厂，越快越好，不能再等了。
So his next forecast is he feels we need
To
go
introduce
there.
the American processing technology to China solves a fundamental problem.
He says it has to do it now or we're going to miss out on it.
Bailey seem well disposed to the idea.
In the China market.
You want to put a hay press in Qifeng, okay?
What?
Hay press, correct?
In Qifeng, yeah.
Okay. All right. We joint venture this hay press. In return, we get 15% ownership in Escalante. And we own 1% of the equity in the operation in China. You still maintain majority, but we tie two together.
他现在提个条件，在中国的工厂，我要占有一定的比例。反过来，这个埃斯克兰蒂农场，你要给我15%的股份。他把这个球踢过来给我们，让我们去研究一下。我觉得这个事情呢，其实也是挺有意思的。
他们说看中我们埃斯克兰迪农场，我感觉我很自豪，那说明我们原来有眼光啊。我原来的埃斯克兰迪农场，包括我北京的加工厂，我都希望百利参与进来。但是同样，我也看好百利。那你这块的这个加工厂，你多少也得让我们参与进去，因为它这是一个美国草向中国草出口的一个核心的问题啊，对吧？那你原来的加工厂，我们也得参与啊。
Don't say that. That's a great plan. It's a good idea. Let's move forward.
The Americans are getting further into the Chinese market, while Zheng is getting a handle on the vital processing side of the business. There was something in it for both of them. There have never been any Chinese in Vernal City, Utah before. The locals were worried that a Chinese owner would bring unknown changes. But 3 years on, except for the ranch now having the best performance of all local farms, nothing has changed.
山东大学83级生命学院毕业的时候，我们班40几个学生一块儿出了这么个纪念册。在下邵文，山东济宁人士，素以豪侠仗义为荣。常胜武同学在这儿呢，
在那天地相接的远方，这么念行吗？
可以
啊，地平线延伸到心灵的深处，英俊的牧人挥舞着皮鞭，也挥舞着广阔的草原。去远方吗，朋友？趁光阴正好，我去远方。
40 miles from Memphis, 18-wheeler pull my load. Coming home for Christmas, it's Christmas Eve today. The setting sun is setting down, and I'm still...
Okay, yeah.
For Lehigh Bin, many of his guest trips to Mumbai start with his airport pickup.
欢迎欢迎欢迎！你好你好，印度人都是比较开心的。
After 6 years in Mumbai, when he felt the time was right, Lee started his own guest house for Chinese travelers in India.
我是加到你了，你再过来就行了。
The Chinese people who stay at his guest house come for many different reasons and are involved in all sorts of activities.
我的客栈就是一个中国人的聚集点，有时候我会说这是一个中国小使馆。
The guest house is located in a new residential area next to a slum. It resembles many of China's family hostels.
Yeah, Chinese.
Despite living in the Indian community, the great differences in culture and lifestyle make the majority of Chinese here feel out of place.
怎么说呢？就是吃东西最麻烦的。
反正我不吃印度人的咖喱饭。
有的人喜欢咖喱，但我相信其实他天天吃的话，也会觉得要死人的。
After arriving in India, Xiao Yu was forced to learn to cook. An Indian employee has learned to be his understudy. At the busiest times, it's all hands to the pump.
你可以忍受1个星期、2个星期、1个月，但你要待1年，真的是受不了的。
Food is not the biggest problem that the ambitious Chinese people encounter. New adventurers check in all the time. Today, it's a 26-year-old diamond buyer.
我就是做钻石生意的。
This is Zhou Jian's first trip abroad. He came to Mumbai to develop new contacts for his company.
前天去那个菲尼克斯城，说是印度最大的市场之一，我看也就是跟我们县城的差不多。许多人不是说孟买在印度跟上海在中国差不多，我想着孟买应该也很国际化。弄来了以后，我发现。 真的还不如我们县城。我来印度来，我几乎没准备，因为老板给了我足够的钱，我就想，有钱的话没准备，我过来买就行了。但是来了以后，我发现要买的东西都买不到，我就很失望。这是应该是我到过最远的地方了吧？个外套，然后带了一本书，其他也都没带上。
A bag of walnuts he brought with him from home have become Zhou Jian's solace in exile.
他们说一脚天堂，一脚地狱，但是我感觉全是地狱。可能得一段时间来适应。
印度是个神奇的国度，
当你回去之后，偶尔你还会很想他，你原来想不到，就是在这样的地方，世界各个大公司的客服中心都是在这里接的电话。
钱、机会、机遇，啊，这是好地方。
他是逼着你去跟全球的人去竞争。
印度人永远会问我要最便宜的东西，但我要质量最好的东西。
你能跟印度人就是打交道、做成生意，你在都没问题的，全球都没问题。
With a huge population and endless consumer demand, the country's massive potential is irresistible, like a giant magnet. However, all the Chinese who come here have encountered resistance.
他答应是很答应，是很痛快的，没问题。整天跟你说 no problem no problem， 但是说这里边的问题可大了。
OK no problem no problem no problem no problem， 我都不告给也看不到这个那个我给。
跟他约好了时间，下午2点见，他可能晚上8点才出来见我，可能我等了6个小时，他跟我说了5分钟，说回去这个方案你重新做，或者报价修改，就把我们打发了。所以当时心情很崩溃，是每天在杀人与不杀人之间徘徊几次。就是有时候印度人把人逼到那个程度，你想想
，incredible， 好的不可思议和坏的不可思议。
和我一起来的中国人，一波中国人现在已经全部回国了。如果你说以后你还要做国际化，你肯定逃不开印度、巴西、俄罗斯这几个国家，是不是？功课还要重新做。
很大一块蛋糕，但是你进来之后想分这块蛋糕其实是很难的，你必须得坚持，花时间、花精力、花金钱，坚持下来，没准你就能成功了。
The weary Chinese entrepreneurs relax in a familiar style back at the guest house.
爱拼才会赢，是吧？
Those who remain believe that they only have to stick it out, and success is there for the taking. It is impossible to encompass India in a single perspective. Unlike his guests, Lehigh Bend is sensitive to its many shades of color.
How are you? Hi! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Lee has been invited to a birthday party of one of the sons of a guest house employee. This is a small Christian community, hidden away in these few small rooms, which have witnessed the lives of more than 30 families over several generations. A few meters away, the merciless roar and bustle of the Mumbai streets continues unabated.
一个待了快6年的地方，又脏又乱，但是又熟悉的地方。这就是我的孟买。美了，孟买海。
In a country of so many diverse beliefs, normal life is simultaneously casual and devout. On a construction site, the workers pace themselves to an Indian rhythm. The building has been under construction for a long time, but it's still difficult to predict quite when it will be finished. This is India.
805的那个周建，他发烧挺厉害的，好几天了。
本来想着今年好了，没想到还没好。
没事，我们男孩子很强壮的。
Dengue fever is a serious threat for foreigners in India.
应该不会是登革热吧？
登革热不是这种症状，你知道吧？第一个我知道我是得登革热，我发烧了2、3天，第3天、第4天我打退烧针还是不退，手臂这里长点点了，我恨不得还想骂人了，你知道吧？
Xiao Yu's experiences of his illness have given valuable knowledge about medical treatment in India. India has a population of over 1.2 billion people and has a free public healthcare system. But the real solution to meeting the daily needs of the majority of Indians is still private clinics.
3 days.
Headache.
Yeah.
Sure. From how many days? 2 days, 3 days? 3 days. 3 days. Eating is very good. No?
Yeah, eating.
Okay. Just bend your legs.
What?
Upwards. Just like this.
No the finger, right?
No. No, nothing. Half an hour.
Half an hour.
Half an hour. Just
Okay.
half an hour. Just go for medicines. I will prescribe the medicines. Take it for 3 days. And you will get relief in your complaints. Okay? If you will not get it, just comment me. Okay? Just take the medicines. I will explain.
Zhou Jian is temporarily relieved by the diagnosis.
还好吧。
This young man's trip in India is just beginning.
印度，我来了。
Incredible India， 它的延伸意义有很多，有好有坏，你自己去体会。
你一说它坏的时候，马上有好的东西会跳出来，都同时存在。
How does it?
Like this. Come on. Yeah.
好了，孟买。后面就是孟买国际机场，直线距离离我们这里就只有1公里。有时候看到飞机下来啊，我又在想，啊，又有一些中国人过来了。
The history of the Mongol peoples is set in stone around the capital of Mongolia at Ulaanbaatar. South Koreans, many of whom regard Mongolia as their ancestral homeland, donated this giant golden Buddha. Ulaanbaatar, once the site of a nomadic monastery, sees shacks and skyscrapers stacked side by side as the city tumbles towards modernity. The mineral wealth that lies beneath the country's vast open spaces has drawn the attention of the global mining industry.
世界上实际投资的2个 M， 中国人说美煤，其实缅甸、蒙古。蒙古有一些公司恐怕几个亿美元的资产根本不是个事儿。 跟那个90年代比的话，简直是没法理解的事儿。但是
Investors flock in, but there's more to Ulaanbaatar than get rich quick. Outside the capital, the country's vast open grasslands have a purer side. Eight years ago, Sert Mineral from China entered deep into the hinterland of the southern Gobi, becoming the first to open up the area. The only thing that distinguishes the grasslands from the desert is the rainfall for grass. The white housing blocks are home to the Chinese workers. Familiar products from home are a psychological as well as a physical comfort. They are about to celebrate an anniversary to break the routine of life in the wilderness. Today is the 8th anniversary of the opening of their mine. The day is to be recognized by a local festival. Even the revered Grand Lama is coming to preside over the ceremonies. After 8 years of operation, everything is running as it should be. Mongolia and China share a 5,000-kilometer border, but in centuries past, neighborly relations were frequently marked by strife.
还行啊！跟他们在一起，他们很简单，只要你对他们好，他们也是就把你当朋友一样。你看我回来跟他们也啊，三代回来就是好朋友回来了，好朋友回来了。
The arrival of the Chinese has changed many things. The herdsmen here now have a 9-to-5 schedule. The more conscientious Chinese must learn the ways of the nomadic life. It's a very typical Chinese award ceremony. Honors for all make everybody happy. The Chinese miners ask Mongolians to be consultants and hire local staff. In reality, it's hard to tell if the company is Chinese or Mongolian. Landlocked Mongolia was once tightly bound to the Soviet Union. Initially, China's proximity gave it a trading advantage, but as Mongolia's opening up has continued apace, competition from around the world has arrived in force. The Chinese businessmen in Ulaanbaatar are beginning to feel the pressure. Beijing is only a 2.5-hour flight from Ulaanbaatar, but the psychological and cultural distance is much greater.
I 06年和3级运整，我带过来的花种。这花开的时间就是太长了，就2个多月。过2天一下雪，这个花就全死了。结果05年我都有点干的都有点不想干了，想回去。哎呀，太冷了。到后来慢慢就去，反正还习惯了，还觉得家里边太热了。
你必须得让自己保持高兴。本来在这边一个人很枯燥，而且中国人就这么几个。你如果精神上在自己压迫自己的话，那就太对不起自己了。
In the evening, there is a farewell dinner for Mr. Young's wife and son, who had come to visit him.
是不是有点难过？对。
喝闷酒，陪他喝闷酒。
大概10个小时吧。
是的，没事儿，儿子好坚强的，明年再来爸爸这儿来好不好？
他是男人啊。
蒙古是全世界每平方公里人口最少的国家，它每平方公里现在应该只有2个人。 25岁、26岁、27岁的生日都在这儿过的。每年一到夏天的时候，我就想带着孩子去草原， 孩子太小，说我不想去草原，我想去海边。但是其实人家说那是你的一个情节，其实根本不是孩子的情节。
If there are no new deposits found, the Tumur Tin Ovu zinc mine will be exhausted within 10 years. Chinese entrepreneurs are always on the lookout for other potential sites and new opportunities. "500 kilometers away, at the end of the road, is the border city of Erenhut. It has prospered on Chinese-Mongolian cross-border trade. Almost 2 million people pass through the city every year. These open spaces, with so much history, so much more is still there to be written by those with the pioneer spirit. Lin Jie has returned from Beijing to her small travel agency in Venice in time for Christmas. She talks through future plans with her Italian business partner. The small town of Dolo, near Venice, is Lin Jie's home. The troubles of the world economy have had little impact on this well-organized town. Lin has worked hard building her business in Italy for 20 years. She now wants to move it back to China.
中国人真的，甭管你以后是国籍是哪还是哪，你必须做跟自己血脉相关的事情，你才能挣到那部分。
Lin meets her son at the school gate. She hasn't seen him for a month.
想我了吗？
But her son has to go back to his father's home before going to his mother's.
其实我跟你说，也就是因为前几年就这工作闹的，结果最后也是跟他爸也就这样了。哇，他不能理解，外国人不能理解说女人在外边为了工作这么拼命。我觉得你就找一个1天8小时的工作完了呗，家里头老排着热炕头，对他们来讲是最重要的。
Lin's travel agency has done well in the years since she set it up, but success has come at a cost.
天天你妈在家才好呢，是吧？
对。
嗯，这么陪着你哈。
嗯。
我说在意大利已经记住了，你要面子，你就最后没面子。我现在练的只能是练到了1半的功夫。
A few minutes' drive from Dolo, you find a magnet for the Chinese in the area.
很多人买来摆好一点。我们这儿有什么买不到的东西吗？没有，有钱都买得到。
The small grocery store is run by a family from Wenzhou. It has the authentic atmosphere of China. In one corner, there is recruitment and rental advertising. Local Chinese often drop by to see where they can find new opportunities. Ten years ago, Lin was still a tour guide and commuted by train between her home and Venice every day.
人必须真的得先做梦啊，没有梦，老天爷怎么知道你要干什么？你想去哪儿？
In those days, Lin escorted more than 10,000 Chinese visitors every year through the City of Water. A huge advertisement for Korean smartphones hangs over St. Mark's Square. In many of the shops here, the characteristics of Chinese business are obvious. The stores are always packed with commodities that are perhaps not very sophisticated, but the managers work hard to keep up demand.
起码有100-200家中国人开的店。这个租金一个月4200块欧元，这个哪有利润？在这边就是搏一搏了，都是这样，不然就没有。 我在意大利都10几年了，什么都做了，什么有机会就做了。中国人不是都是小打小闹，都是这样子。普通话的，
普通话的。
每次看了这老片了，看了又看，看了又看。现在我家里人全部撤回中国了，就我留在这里。想回家也回不去哦，回不去哦，6年才回去1次啊。我们不管是中国人在哪里，最终还是回中国。
With a strong Christmassy atmosphere echoing around the train station, people hurry on their homeward ways. This kind of cheap and convenient location is typical of where the Chinese like to live. Many here lead a familiar Chinese lifestyle.
我下个礼拜要回国了，我下个礼拜要回中国了，我要回中国结婚了。我计划吧，就是跟我老公结了婚，然后中国出来，然后再存点钱，在这边办点小事业，然后再存点钱啊，然后就我老了就回家退休了呗。跟在中国呀，这是你就像说你一个工作职场一样，你一个工作的地方，家是让你觉得安心的，是可以不干活的，这里是不允许你不干活的。离家久了吧，就会想回家了，累了。过年了，该回家了。我叫克里斯蒂娜，意大利名字。那我先走了。
In the center of Dolo is the cemetery. People come here to pay their respects to the deceased. But Lin has always been reluctant to go inside the cemetery.
我好像这应该是也就第2次、第3次，还是中国人这种传统观念啊，我离墓地稍微远一点儿。花儿啊，进出的人呐、有什么高兴的、烦恼的，这些事情过来跟亲人说2句。好几个意大利人问过，从来就是没见过墓地里有中国人的墓。没问之前我还真没有考虑过，一问我突然想起来，那就是中国人的落叶归根了，回到自己的家，完了死也死在自己的家。我在梦里头梦了多少次，就在梦里头感觉到很难过。找不到了，回不去了。所以醒来的时候还记得那个样子。所以你根儿没有根儿的感觉之后，你还落哪儿呢？
In Italy, Lin has her son and her friends, but she still finds herself wondering, I've been here so long, and where are my roots? More than 100 Chinese passengers are on board this French cruise ship. Their destination is the Antarctic. By 2014, more than 3,000 Chinese tourists have been to Antarctica, the third largest number from any nation. It's another example of how fast the Chinese can move when a fever takes them.
I have one question. Where do they come from? Because China is so big, you know, from France?
From everywhere.
China is very big, so they can come from everywhere.
A discussion is joined in polyglot English. The French ship's officers, the various nationalities that make up the expedition crew, and the Chinese tour operators.
We want to have your lectures and our lectures. I will ask for volunteers. They can do translate. Maybe over 10 people will do it.
All must sound in harmony in order to meet the expectations of their paying guests.
You know, I'm French, so I like to shake hands and... Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah,
it's no problem?
Yeah, no problem.
Very
what
good.
about kissing?
恭喜发财。
新年快乐。
新年快乐。
It's the first time they've worked together, but they are experienced professionals in their fields.
OK， 走吧，吃午饭了啊。
The tourists boarded in Ushuaia, in southernmost Argentina, 2 days previously. While most people consider visiting the Antarctic a distant dream, commercial operators have already seen the potential of Antarctic tourism. In 2011, Chinese adventure travel companies started to get in on the action.
Very narrow. 在这条水道的最南端，两边的悬崖的间距只有200米。
The Chinese passengers have traveled from halfway around the planet to reach this world's end. However, going to the Antarctic is not as straightforward as some might imagine.
请携带自己要登陆的物品到3层休息室，用真空的吸尘器进行完整的清理，以保证我们不会带任何的外来的生物和种子到南极大陆，不会污染这片南极的净土。9点半即将在4层举行国际南极旅行联盟简报，每位队员都必须参加，否则呢，您将没有资格去登陆。
20 years ago, in order to protect the sensitive Antarctic ecosystem, the international community adopted strict travel regulations.
整个的南极地区呢是被一个很特殊的叫南极条约及其后续的条约来约束的。每次登陆和回船的时候呢，要求大家清洗大家的登陆靴以及我们三脚架和登山杖的末端。
The convention specifies the distance that people must keep from the penguins.
现在Vasa代表一个企鹅
And I have my camera.
他是拿着相机进行拍照，
So we stay like this away.
所以大家一定要保持这样的距离，带走最好的记忆和照片，但是其他的东西你不要从南极带走。
Welcome to Hannah Point. You will be going with Raphael.
你转过身，脸朝大海。
面朝大海，摆腿。
然后摆腿，把两
The rapid growth of a wealthy Chinese middle class is enabling many of them to visit other parts of the world. Some hope that these new environments will give them a better understanding of themselves.
就是特别兴奋嘛，晚上睡觉都睡不着。
是个企鹅的天下，不是我们的天下。
地球是我们的天下。
哟，从哪学的？
很大气嘛。不都挣了钱都买房吗？那哪都没去，就一个房子搁那里有什么用呢？是吧？趁自己还能跑，有思想，有体力，赶紧呗，能跑多远走多远啊！
The first human to set foot in Antarctica did so 120 years ago.
For me personally, every time I come, it's exciting and wonderful as almost the first time. I'm so amazed that I get to come again and again. It's like, it's phenomenal.
当我不再翻译那些讲座，或者不再组织队员忙我的这种领队的事务的时候，我就会去抽时间在我的船舱外面看，去记。有时候我们航行的经纬度看到了3只信天翁。那天我们在天堂湾停泊的时候，不是有一艘小帆船吗？我就把这个船的船型大概画了一下，又是帆船，又开着桅杆，可以想象的上面晃得很厉害。不过当时的人就是坐这样的船，然后去探索世界，我觉得挺有意思的。
I will use my computer to sing a song.
新年快乐！
大家新年快乐！
新年快乐！
At this moment in history, the Chinese are beginning to take the leading role. Self-interest drives people across the seas, but trade is just the first step in an exchange of ideas that enriches all mankind.
Eh, 不容易，
人生何处不相逢啊！
送给最亲爱的人，我的同事，我的战友。
没关系。
等会儿赶紧穿，我最后我没法
表演。There are no nations or national governments on the Antarctic continent. People come for the purest motives in a land protected from development by international treaty.
不来时候向往一生，来了的时候呢，可以对他怀疑一生。
这是儿子今年刚大学毕业，给他一个毕业礼物，然后同时给他画个句号，让他就走他自己人生道路了。
As one journey ends, another must begin. Whether by land, sea, or air, there can be no end to the voyage of the soul.
美国这件事真要干完了，又干成功了，该去哪儿？该去非洲了。
Welcome to incredible country.
世界我来了。
Everything lies before you. Are you ready to stretch your wings? The treasures of ancient times, still sought and brought to this day. How will contemporary China balance the demands of cherishing the old while exploiting the new freedoms of wealth and opportunity? Please join us for part 3 of A Biz Date with the World.
没有钱。